All right, meteorologist Matthew East here with you. A whole lot to talk about here in the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Let's start off with a look up in the high country. We've had a lot of rain through the night. That's a look at the Beach Mountain Parkway cam. Milder conditions trying to work in, although it's still 43 in the mountains. A lot of 40s in the Piedmont early this morning as I cut the video too. There's the Greensboro Tower camera. We've had a lot of rain last night into this morning. During the 5 o'clock hour, temperature was 48 at the PTI airport. And we'll take a peek down towards Charlotte, the Dowd YMCA camera. Lots of wet roads to greet you early today. And the temperature in Charlotte was 52. Notice the wind pretty light out of the west. We have a warm front approaching from the south, and it's going to take some time, but it will get through here over the next several hours this morning if you're watching this during the first half of the day. There's your temperatures across the Carolinas. Warmer air just to the south trying to work northward, and it's really just north of that warm front where you have the moisture getting transported up and over the warm front, and that's leading to widespread moderate to occasionally heavy rain that we've had through the night across a lot of the region. So as we've gone through the early morning hours, you've had this batch of rain that's been relatively heavy in times, piling up a half inch to an inch or so in some spots, and this band of rain extends back into Kentucky, Tennessee, or at least it did during the 5 o'clock hour, and then back into the lower Mississippi Valley from there. So there's the big view across the lower 48. Your main area of low pressure taking shape in middle Tennessee, and there's your warm front advancing in from the south. Now this system will pull through, and then it'll be dry but very blustery for Friday, lingering into parts of the weekend. There's your warmer air south of that warm front. Atlanta is 67 early this morning, 73 in New Orleans and Houston. So there's that system working through the region that departs. A little mountain snow in a couple spots tonight and tomorrow morning. Look at that big storm system off the mid-Atlantic states. In fact, I'll show you that. Look at all this mess up here in parts of the northeast and the interior northern mid-Atlantic region. There you go, kind of a messy deal with this winter storm ramping up. Now, there's your temperatures early this morning. Again, Birmingham, Atlanta, well into the 60s to the south of the warm front that is moving northward. So this is by mid-afternoon how we're looking. That warm front to the north, cold front punching in from the west. And so the result for us will be the opportunity for showers this afternoon. And a couple of embedded thunderstorms, certainly a possibility. Let me show you the instability product, the CAPE product from the RPM model. It's not a ton, but it is there. And I think it's enough that we need to pay attention to this. This is a high shear, low CAPE setup today. It's not a massive severe weather threat, but it is something we need to watch. I bet you there'll be a damaging wind episode or two somewhere across the region as we go through this afternoon. So we'll watch that carefully later today. Rain total is pretty impressive. I think when all is said and done, many of us up over 1 inch of rain. Tricky temperature forecast today at Columbia, the low 80s, well into the 60s in Charlotte, around 60 in the Triad, but only 50s for the Virginia border areas. Now, behind this system, very blustery weather setup later tonight and through the day Friday. And here's the reason why. It's all driven by what we call pressure gradient, the difference in barometric pressure between this big area of high pressure in the northern plains and this strengthening low off the mid-Atlantic coast as we go through the day tomorrow. So as you get a difference in pressure, that drives that wind really significantly from the northwest across the region. And so just as a for instance, here's Futurecast around lunchtime tomorrow. These are sustained winds, and just I'll zoom in and show you, for instance, the Triad viewing area. These are potential wind gusts. That's 3 o'clock Friday morning, and it stays very blustery right on through the day Friday and into Friday night too. That's midnight Friday night into Saturday morning. So a very blustery weather setup. Cooler too. There's your high temperatures Friday afternoon, and then Saturday, it's still breezy, not as windy as Friday, but still breezy Saturday and cooler. There's your high temperatures Saturday afternoon, and sunny and cool for Sunday and Monday too. Next system that arrives Tuesday. Now here's your 5,000 foot temperatures off the European model. This is Friday at lunchtime, and then notice a big dip in the pattern, big plunge of chillier air for much of next week. And so here's your CPC temperature outlook, quite a different scenario than what we have for much of February. So as we go through March 7th through 11th, good possibilities of some below average temperatures. To that point, here's the Canadian ensemble mean. This is valid March 8th. So this is the 5,000 foot temperature deviations from normal. And so that way below average temperatures in the southeastern part of the country at 5,000 feet, and that often translates into what's happening at the surface. So you're looking at some colder temperatures in the southeast. The European ensemble mean very much agrees. That's the 8th of March That's the 9th of March. That's the 12th of March. So definitely looking at some cooler temperatures. And just there's the European Ensemble mean high and low temperatures for Charlotte. Nothing brutal. But again, you're looking at a mean of the ensembles here, so you're not going to really see the fine details. But the bottom line is certainly the warm pattern from February has been replaced as we get into March here with a much cooler weather setup for a period of time. All right, that's it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.